What needs to happen?
Well, obviously not good. Not good enough at all. I mean, result speaks for itself. We got to rinse that as fast as possible, and really expect a big reaction in the next game.
Is there any concern, though, that we sort of keep having this same type of discussion for the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's. I mean, on the other side, like we have so many chances to score goals, but like if you give up that many goals, you're not winning any game, and that's kind of embarrassing. So I'm expecting my team to have a fully reaction next game and rinse this game as quick as possible.
How frustrating is it to get 40-plus shots, and there's so much offensive power in here, but it's just not happening?
Yeah, very frustrating. I mean, we did a lot of good things in the ozone, we just couldn't score, and it's been the start of the season so far, I think, and we got to find ways though, and especially if you're not scoring, we got to find ways to keep the puck out of our net, and that's not working either right now. So we got to clean a couple things up here, and like I said, we got to rinse this as quick as possible.
Nico, when there's a loss like this, and you guys have been as cold as you've been of late, a lot of the attention goes to the coach or the GM. Is their message still resonating with you guys?
From us?
Yeah.
No, we are playing the game here. That's on us. So no.
Does it feel like there's something just wrong with the process, just with how players are playing, or?
Like I said, it's very frustrating today because I think we had a good offensive process. We had a lot of chances to score goals, and it probably sounds weird I say that, but we had a better offensive game than the last couple of games here, but giving up 9, that's flat out embarrassing. And like I said, we got to rinse as quick as possible, and I'm in charge of that, and I'm expecting myself having a big response game the next game, and I'm expecting my team to have the same thing.
Thank you. Wondering what you're feeling about the game, how things are going right now collectively as a group, and just sort of coming up with this performance as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, that's embarrassing. That's all I can say from my part. 9 goals. That's a joke. That's a tough one.
Were you shocked that you were left in the game, or do you have conversations about that?
I'm goalie. I love being out there. Not a good game. That's a question for someone else.
What do you sort of need to see collectively as a group here? Because this feels like a big shock here to this group.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's embarrassing, and we want to apologize to the Devils fans, and I got to be better and stop more pucks. We put up 40+ shots, and they put up 20, scored 9. In that, that's I'm embarrassed on myself and towards my teammates and the team and the fans. So it's not good enough. I got to be better.
Does it feel like something's wrong in the room, or is there something that's just not connecting, like you guys as a team as a whole here?
No, like I said, we put 40+, and let in 20, and then I feel like they scored on every shot, and it's my job to keep the puck out of the net. And sometimes you just got to make some stops, and you just got to believe in the the system and start doubting, especially in a game like this. And early you're hoping to get a few saves, so when we're still in the game, and then after that you have to settle in and just don't let it run away like it did today.
Thank you, Mark. Conversations, and it almost feels like you're asking the same questions and having the same answers. So I just want to sort of open it up to you, your thoughts on today and what needs to happen for this team right now, and how you address it as a group.
I mean, just like even after the game, like trying to think. I don't know if I've ever been through, 9-0 game like that. The emotions you can imagine: frustration, pissed off. I mean, the first shift of the game, we give them, we're chasing. 10-minute mark, it's already 3-0. Like we just, we're not doing ourselves any favors. We talked about it before the game that they're a good defensive team that takes away the middle of the ice, and I don't know if it's just us being stubborn or just not it's obviously not the right way to play when you're giving up those chances, and it's just 9 goals. Like it's crazy. Yeah, just honestly, I don't even really know what to say. Yeah.
Brendan, when results like this happen, and when you guys have been playing the way that you have, like I feel like a lot of attention goes to the coach or the GM. Is the message still resonating in this room?
Yeah. We literally talked about they take away the middle of the ice. Their blue line, they take a lot of pride in defending and taking away, the dangerous ice. And again, I don't know if we're just stubborn, just not wanting to, put the puck in and, forecheck, play hard. I mean, that's what they did. They put the puck in, hit us as defensemen going back for it. Have their D-men shoot the puck, create some chaos. And of course they got, they had a couple pretty ones too where they're making plays off the rush or finding scenes. But I think for us it's we just got to realize these guys, we talked about that. These guys took 2 points from us in here. Last time, the importance of an interdivision game, it's just, just frustrating. Yeah.
We ask these same questions, but it seems like things just are getting worse, maybe spiraling a little bit. Does it feel like there's something wrong in the room?
No, it's a tight. Like the guys enjoy each other. It's not like there's certain guys you don't want to talk to or don't want to go for dinner with, or guys that don't hang out. Like I've had a couple teammates along the years where you can tell there's an outcast or something, and not here. I think in stretches like we've had, you win a couple, you lose a couple. The Carolina game, we should come out of that first shift of the game. We should be excited for another opportunity to win, against again another divisional opponent that or you can't use we had tough travel or something like that, or use an excuse. They've got guys out too. They're arguably one center was out, and you talk about even Carolina, they have top guys out too. Like it's just winning hockey. You can't just try and play the same. You've got to find what the other team's weaknesses are, and we talk about those. We have a game plan for it, and we just absolutely did not execute it and paid the price for it. When you turn pucks over, it doesn't matter what team in this league. We've seen the parity all year that whether it's the 32nd team in the league or the first team, teams can score when you make mistakes or when you leave guys wide open or you give up odd man rushes, and there was just unfortunately a lot of that tonight.
I guess it kind of leads me to the other end of it, where do you think maybe some are too comfortable?
Again, some of these questions are above my pay grade for things, and I think we've just got to. It should show our care level when you're going out, whether it's you're finishing checks or you're not turning pucks over, when you're trying to do the right things. Scoring's been tough for us this year. That's the reality. Like scoring goals for us has been tough. So. With that being said, you can't give up free ones. You can't, again, how you start the game is so important to set the tone. We talk about on face-offs, that's a big one. Who's going to win that competitive battle? Net front box. So it's all these little things that, I don't think it's a comfortability thing. I think it's, guys needing to decide to do that, to want to do that, to take pride in being competitive and winning that one-on-one battle. They got 5 guys out there, we've got 5 guys out there. Beat that guy, whether that's on the offensive side or defensive side, and clearly we didn't win a lot of those tonight.
Thank you, Dillon. Sheldon, that has to be a tough one to digest when you sort of look 40-plus shots, no goals, and then 9 on the other side. I mean, how do you even sort of wrap your head around this?
Yeah, obviously makes it a challenge because there's a lot of things that we did well that led to us probably offensively in terms of chance generation, the best game we've played in a really long time offensively. But at the same time, the way we started the game in terms of the quality of chance that we gave up, that's unacceptable, and that creates a hole that's hard to get out of. So hated how we started the game in terms of the chances we gave up. I mean, at 2-0, I looked up, the shots were 6-2 for us. At 3-0, I looked up, I think they were 12 or 14-5. So it is a difficult game to process from that sense, but the way we started and then really the way we finished the game as well are unacceptable.
Was there thought process, I mean, I'm sure there is thought process, obviously, behind, leaving Mark? Is that a thing you want him to battle through? This is a team game. You got to dig out to get, how did you gauge that?
It's all part of it. I mean, my thought process on it is, like I said, I didn't like the quality of chance that we had given up, and Markey has been playing quite well for us, and I thought deserved the opportunity to stay in. Through the first period, and decided to go back out with him again in the second. And once that next one goes in for me, now it's just he's just got to own it, and he's just got to battle through the rest of the game. So that's really it. But like I said, a lot of it was just the quality of the chance that we'd given up, then the mistakes that were made leading up to that chance. I don't think it was fair. It would be fair to just put it on the goaltender in that case. And then once they keep going in, now it's too far gone, and now I don't want to put Jake in that game, in that situation, given that we need him the next time out.
Jake was available though, right? Like it was healthy. Sheldon, when losses like this happen and struggles kind of mount and everything like that, a lot of the attention goes to you or the GM. What do you feel like you've lost the team, lost the room at all?
I don't feel that way at all. Like I said, I think the things that we did today offensively it's been a big focus of ours, trying to get going offensively, and I thought we did a lot of good things today. Didn't expect the bottom to fall out in terms of the quality of chances. Now, when I say that, I think we gave up 9 scoring chances tonight. I've never seen that before. We give up 9 and they all go in the net. So, like I said, it's a tough game to assess, but I didn't like the last, say, 5 minutes of the third period, but it'd be hard to watch the game and say our guys didn't work and compete and try to work their way out. So I'm more interested in how we respond here now. That's really it. When you get one like this, and it's not our first one, Colorado was similar. That's how you respond, right? And if I'm not mistaken, the team that just beat us, I think, gave up 7 in this building just last week. So it's about your response, really. And through the game, I like lots about our game, but you just can't give up that quality of scoring chance and expect to win, especially when there's such exceptional goaltending going on the other end.
So it just feels like we have these similar conversations. Does it feel like you have the right group to fix these mistakes and be able to work through this and come back and be able to reverse this, essentially?
Well, I mean, we're going to find out. But like I said, we've done it before. We lost a tight game to Carolina the other night. Had won 2 in a row before that. So it's more interested in the response of the group. It hasn't been an easy ride for the group in terms of continuity of the group and all of that. But those excuses are beginning to fade too. So we've got to figure a way to get some traction in our game here. Like this win 2, lose 2. You can't make up any ground with that being the case. But this is an easy game to get emotional about for lots of reasons. But the focus really has got to be on our response and what we can do from here.